Hey, what's good, peoples, man? Before we get this episode started, it'd be dope if you toss us a like, a subscribe, and also don't forget to turn on those bell notifications, man. We truly appreciate it.
You're not my man. You're not my man. You're a genius.
Love me some Squid. So
that shit was gas.
It was a good time, man. People who try to hate on it, it's like, bro, do you not enjoy it? Like, come on, bro. Like, what is the show? What does a show have?
I love that shit.
It was a good time. It was a
quality.
Yeah, it had realistic shit. It had social commentary. It had violence. You know, it had all sorts of shit.
I'm willing to make a bet. Will they not help that homeless man by 12 o'clock? Like, nigga, don't nobody help homeless people.
Chaos. So much chaos. Even just off rip, like the slapping game, I was dying, bro. I'm like, yeah, you just slapping people in public, bro. It's fantastic. But
it's an interesting way to measure some desperation.
Yeah. Because that really be like that. And the fact that they all like got out and then went back in, like, that's fantastic. That's crazy. Yeah, it was good. People were haters. But anyways, it's episode 169. Oh, no. Man, this is a long. Yeah, we out here, bro. We are out.
Nice.
We are out here. I'm gonna do I just have to. I gotta put a phone thing on my, like, something on my phone and be like, yo, hit up these artists to do these interviews to get that started again. I've been slacking, but I want to get it started. I'm also trying to get the singles and all that shit going. So it's like, it's a lot, but I got this. I fucking got this. I'm trying to put shit together. It's the end of the year.
The world's still opening back up. We got time.
We do got time. There's some people I do want to talk to on the show. There is one person I do definitely want to get on soon. I want to get Precise Politics on here because this Friday he's dropping Drug Politics Part 2. So I want to talk to him. But I am dying to get Bad Seed back on here, and I keep fucking forgetting, but I will hit him up. Shout out to the Elderhead. But anyways, let's jump right into these reviews. Starting off for the week, oh man, we started off rough. We the Monday red stamps that we like to do every so often. So the first project,
start the week out toxic.
Oh yeah, DaBaby toxic as fuck. No, I'm good.
Yeah.
She made some pickled cucumber. What you got? Let me get one. Let me try one. This is pretty. Oh, my fault. She got snacks. She got healthy late night stuff. Yeah. Ooh, that's tangy. That's tangy. It's good though. But anyways, first project to start off for the week was Fall by Mr. Juse of Fort Knox and Piff Habanero. Piff Habanero is a wild name.
It is. I kind of fucks with it though.
I don't know if
you hate.
I don't want to judge nobody's name. My rapper name is right there on the shit. It ain't.
If it was Piff, but with the exclamation point instead of the, would it be better? I don't know. I don't know if I like the name, but this project was raw. Lou went fucking crazy on this project. Like, it was rough.
He poo-pooed the shit.
Huh?
He poo-pooed the shit out of this.
Yo, he went off. He said it sounded like two 50-year-old uncles thought it'd be cool to get back in the booth because they saw their nephew doing it, bro. One, that's super specific. Two, that's painful. And it's like, God damn. And it sucks because, like, I fuck with Mr. Juse. I rock with Mr. Juse. He's had me feature on one of his projects. He's always been a fan of the page. He always hollers at us. He's a good dude, man. I talk to him all the time. He's a good dude. But, like, I wasn't fully feeling this project. More so, I like Mr. Juice's style. He's very smooth and lax the way he raps. I wasn't really feeling Piff that much. And the features didn't really do too much for me on this one. So I wasn't feeling the production. It's just one of those projects that I'm like, all right, this ain't for me.
It was kind of, it was meh.
Yeah, for me, it was boring. It was just like, it's like they put something together, but it didn't. You know what it is, man? I feel like, and it's crazy to say this. This is a hot take. This is a hip hop hot take that I'm about to throw down here. Y'all let me know if y'all agree or not.
Buckle up.
So for me, when I hear projects like this, I feel like now in this generation, because of all the like, you know, the mumble rappers and the not so talented like writers and like the the weak bar having rapper generation that we got in and out of, I feel like the dudes who are hip hop purists who used to have bars and all that type of stuff, because the scene seems so easy and so like not, you know what I'm saying? There's no like technicality or there's no skill or whatever they want to call it. I feel like a lot of these older cats who just know how to rap are banking on it. And that's all they want to do. They're not even trying because they're like, oh, I can rap, so that should be enough.
And just remember, like, some of the sounds and like cadences of rap nowadays are like they're completely way more fluid now and flows than ever before. That's
what I'm saying. I feel like because of that, even though like it's flow heavy, it's not technical. So I feel like it makes these older dudes feel like, oh, since they're not saying anything tough, I can just rap the way I've always rapped and be better. And it's just not hitting.
There's no heart in it a lot of times.
Right?
It's kind of bland.
They're just going off of, yo, but I'm a student. Oh, but I've rapped. I've rhymed words for a billion years. And they've never changed their style. And it's like that kind of like gatekeeping or that old headedness.
You are a student of a certain point. You graduated and you thought that you didn't need to learn anymore.
Yeah.
So that's what you need.
Yeah. And not even that you don't need to. It's like, I get it. Time, you know, there's certain things that change. There's certain, you know, strings that go behind the scenes for music and shit like that. But that doesn't mean to completely ignore how things are progressing. Like there's always something you could learn from it. Like, yeah, these niggas is probably not barring songs to death, but you can learn a thing or two about things being sonically pleasing. You can learn a thing or two about maybe this bar would hit harder if there was no drums for the first, you know, 2 bars. Maybe this shit will happen if, you know, there's a different instrument. And just like maybe this switch up flow shit would be dope. Like not everyone's gonna rap like Jadakiss and be dope on everything and never have to change the way you rap.
I'm not a Young Thug fan.
Yeah,
but
I get it.
Him and Earth Gang, they sound so similar. They're both from the same area, but they both sound so fucking similar. It's just like, I hate Thug, but I kind of love him just because like I really fucks with Earth Gang.
That's the thing with Young Thug. A lot of people who don't like him, I get it. You know, he's weird. He does weird shit. But like, it's very undeniable that man, whatever the fuck he's doing, he's not doing it as a rapper. He's doing it as an instrument. You know what I'm saying? He's like on shit and making noises. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not just like, I'm going to make rant, because there's artists. We've heard squishy noises and motherfuckers make weird noises on tracks. But he is like flowing. Like my biggest example is that track he did with Drake on that Drake album where Drake on Views, that fucking Frozen. Or something like that. I think it was called Frozen. Listen to Thugger's hook on that. That shit is a masterpiece. Like his hook, that song is perfect because of Thugger. Like the way he killed that hook, and it's because his voice was like an instrument. Like you don't know what the fuck he's saying, but it's so pleasing. It's just so
it's in this weird little cadence pocket that it. Yeah. Remember the frequency I was telling y'all about so many times? Like it hits that frequency and it just sounds so pleasing, even though this nigga didn't even say anything.
Yeah, so I feel like cats like this, they feel like, oh, they've already, you know, fucking mastered the 36 chambers, so they don't have to switch nothing up. And it's like, bro, y'all can step it up, because this shit sounds like Loveless. Like it sounds like two dudes. I'm gonna keep it real. Like I know Lou said it was the 50-year-old things, but it sounds like 2 dudes who are like, oh, we're cool with each other, but they're cool enough to make the music together, but they're not cool enough to be like, no, that wasn't it. They're not cool enough to be like, I didn't fuck with that. We could make a better song. It was just like,
themselves.
Huh?
Or they just weren't being honest with themselves.
That's the thing. When you're working with somebody else, you can't even be honest with yourself. You going off that other person's journey. Did you like that verse? I guess I did. Did you like my verse? Cool. We have a song, and they're just putting it out. And it's like, bro, there's no hard work. You know what I'm saying? That's not that old school shit that I like. I like that shit like when fucking Eminem said that Dr. Dre would make him do a verse 100 fucking times because he hated how it sounded until he got it perfect. That's the shit that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you're at work. You're not just I'm rapping with the homie.
But that's because he's a beat maker. You know, when you picking beats, like you said, your voice isn't like another instrument. Yeah, but that's how Dre be thinking about it.
That's how a good fucking producer, like someone who's working on it and recording you. Like, I don't fuck with engineers that don't tell me, like, that don't have input, because that shit is just whack. Like, you're a whole different person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a whole different fucking set of ears. And Dre, his production goes beyond rap. He did a metal album. He's done a bunch of shit. So it's like, I want to hear what this engineer has to say, because yeah, I'm rapping and I only know rap or whatever the fuck I'm doing in the booth. But that engineer is engineering every genre. He's engineering everything. So he's going to hear shit that I do not hear or will never hear. So I want to hear that shit. I'm not trying to be in there where someone just records me and it's like, that's good. No, like, I want him to be like, you could do better than that. You could support a little bit harder. You could switch it up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that kind of energy is what artists need. You need that shit to wake you up. Like, he was
need a coach.
Kendrick. You know what I'm saying?
Kobe needed a coach.
Yeah, fact. Yeah, because like when fucking Kendrick did, Good Kid, he was getting his ass kicked by Dre, because Dre don't play that shit. Like, no one's coming in here and slacking. Like, if you leave the booth and your confidence is low, get back in there.
And he's legendary enough to just have to say top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning.
I hate it, but yo, that's a fact. That album set him there. That album put him there. I think Kendrick is one of the most overrated artists.
Thank you.
I'm keeping it real. I know. I think he's super overrated. I think he's very overrated, because I think Section 8 wasn't that dope. To Pimp a Butterfly was necessary, but I don't think it deserved the award it did. But it's great. But I don't think it was fucking, you know what I'm saying? I think it was a necessary thing, but I do not I just can't run it back because I wasn't feeling it. I thought Damn was very weak. The only album that I liked outside of Good Kid, Mad City, like that I bumped a lot, was the one that had no name, and that was just like throwaways.
Oh, Untitled Unmastered.
Untitled, yeah, and I fucked with that.
Because those are all the throwaways for To Pimp a Butterfly,
and they were great throwaways. But I just feel like he's super, super overrated. But that's because I am a big, I was a Black Hippie fan, and I was always like, I feel like Schoolboy Q and fucking, and J-Rock.
If you're original TDE fan, it's between J-Rock and Ab. That's really like what people really be fighting over.
I'm never gonna put Ab up there, because Ab, he's like Lloyd Banks. He doesn't do enough. But J-Rock was a hard fucking worker. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's my hot take. I know not a lot of people are gonna agree with it, but I just because I feel like Good Kid, Mad City is a masterpiece. Yes, it is arguably one of the greatest pieces of music, not just rap, of all time. But outside,
I don't know. That shit's mids.
Good Kid?
No, not Good Kid.
Oh.
Pimp a Butterfly.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about To Pimp a Butterfly. I said Good Kid, Mad City. To Pimp a Butterfly, to me, I think it was necessary. I love the narrative. I love the message that it was doing. But to me, I just also think that it was very overhyped because of that message and because of
that. That's why
I understand that. That I definitely agree with.
Yeah, because like I rocked with it. When I listened to it, I was like, this is dope. But it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna run this a billion. I'm gonna keep running it back. I was just like, yo, I got what I needed out of it. I ran like 3 songs off of it. I think what was the last song on there? Black Skinhead, maybe something like that. I forgot the name of the song. But he was fucking going crazy on that last song. And I was like, this is my shit right here. You know what I'm saying? But yo, Reckless, we only did the first album. We only did the Mr. Juse and Piff Habanero. You didn't miss much. But
we've been talking about Kendrick for the last like 10 minutes.
I know.
We keeping it slow and simmer for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my hot take. Because that's just people, people got to hear it, that I'm not jocking, I just don't fuck with what everybody thinks is popular because it's popular. Like I need.
I like that because I'm a true Kendrick fan, and I
can understand that. Like that's true, and that's 100% cool. Like if you're a Kendrick fan, that's cool. I'm just saying, for me personally,
I get tired of the hype. That's why I end up not liking shit.
Yeah, because like I never liked when they did those comparisons to like J. Cole and shit like that.
Exactly.
like shit like that to me is ridiculous because like Kendrick never dropped a mixtape, like a fucking tape as good as Cole's 3 fucking mixtapes or Sunday Night Lights, like, or his fucking first.
It's just kind of different for those two because one, Kendrick has been out way longer than Cole and kind of just on mid shit till
and Cole
that city track that they had with Birdman and Mac Main and all them when they had it premiered it on BET. Then once after that, then the Recipe and Good Kid, Mad City started buzzing.
Like he was on a lot of Tech 9.
Yeah,
he was on like a lot of strange. He was on like a lot of those rappers type tracks.
Like he was on the Games album back and on LAX. He was on LAX. So that's what I'm saying. Like this, you can't really compare them because Kendrick really technically has been in it longer than any of the niggas you try to compare him to.
See, the thing is, they try to compare it, but like he hasn't put out as much. That's
everybody compare them because their content is similar, but if you look at their trajectory, it's totally different. Kendrick Lamar's had way longer than Game, but if you watch J. Cole's like climb, it's so much more like there's just like a straight incline to where he reached like that same pinnacle point that Kendrick Lamar, half of his career is hype.
Yeah. And like it's just when Kendrick came out at a very good time because there wasn't that much opposition. Like Cole came out versus Wale versus Childish Gambino versus like a Meek Mill. Like Cole came out with fucking monsters, like dudes that still are in the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I think Kendrick just sounds so different too that when he popped, nobody else sounded like him.
Yeah. Yo,
you know what I mean?
I know
he was on Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a throwback.
Damn. I know Piff is your homeboy, but Piff did not do well on that album that we are talking about now, I guess. But yeah, the Juice and Piff is born. We have discussed.
Yeah.
So the next moving forward was Still Campaigning by oh my God, by Lil Bean. Oh my God. This project. Uh-oh. What's Wonko gotta say?
I didn't hate it.
No.
It's long for what it is. It's a little too long for what it is, but I don't think it was a 0.
I don't think it was a 0 either, but I didn't think it was good.
You know, I didn't say good.
Okay.
I just said I didn't.
Okay.
I just hate it. I was vibing to a couple tracks. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes the simple shit does it, you know. Hey,
I'm not mad at that. Honestly, this is good brain dead music. Like if I was working late and I'm just like I'm gonna throw some bullshit on. This is that bullshit that I'm gonna put on. Be like, what?
I was like doing shit.
That's what I'm saying. I'm too ADD for this type of music, bro. Like I need like everything or it's nothing.
You got to while you go eat.
No, this project is wild. I am upset he gave track 19 the worst emoji we got because my man Shooter Gang Coney's on here. I've grown to be a fan of Shooter Gang Coney because I just thought I would hate him because of his name. And he is a very fucking aggressive artist. And I like that full on ignorant shit. Oh boy, Little B talked about in the Bay. What's going on in the Bay, Reckless? What happens? What happens in the Bay? Because I don't think I like it. I don't think I like what's going on.
That's their own little. It's like a West Coast Staten Island. They got their own shit going on. Ain't nobody worried about it. They just there.
Oh my God! Wow, I love that. I'm here for that. All right. Oh, he fucked me up. He said West Coast Staten Island. That's good. That is fucking good. So the next project was I got a funny little story with this one. So I added this one because so this dude, I've been friends with him on like Facebook for a minute. My auntie knows him, and he was like an old school hip hopper and all sorts of shit like that. Yeah, my auntie knows him. And he's just like a hip hopper and all sorts of shit like that. And she was always like, "Oh, check him out. What do you think?" You know, he was like a good friend of hers and all that stuff. And I was like, "Oh, this was like years ago. It was like a decade ago." And I'm like, "This is old head magic." I'm like, "This is old head magic." And he's still consistent. And you know what he does? And I appreciate it. He likes to put his music over like videos of big booty chicks in his story and like Facebook stories. So people look at it because they see just big asses and shit. But he is like very pure New York. Like if you touch, you know, the mixtape that he's holding out, you have to buy it. Like he's that old school.
Okay, like out the trunk. Like, all right, nigga, $5.
Yeah. and I'm not mad at it, but this project was Trap versus Boombap by Pacosso. I wasn't mad at this, man. I get what he was doing because he's like, yo, I'm giving in. I'm gonna do some of this new age type shit. And he split this project literally in half. So there's half like him doing the boom bap shit, and then there's half of him doing the new age shit, which he doesn't fully nail, but you get that he gets the fundamentals, but he has the boom bap shit to back it up. Huh?
I don't think you said, did you say his name?
Yeah, Pacosso. Trap versus Boom Bap by Pacosso. Yeah. But I wasn't mad at this. I kind of rocked with this project. This probably for me, I mean, this probably would have got a yellow for me too.
Yeah.
Probably been higher in the yellow because he gave it a 6. Okay, maybe I think his review was fair. I think some of his emojis probably weren't, but that's all right.
I mean,
but I rocked with this, man.
It sounds like a good concept. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that really will get you a yellow step. If you have a concept and like your project is structured to it,
yeah,
you'll get away with something.
Yeah, and I like that he did that because I wouldn't expect it because he usually just does like ridiculous old head raps and it's hysterical and it'd be funny most of the time. But this was actually dope. Like he actually did turn up. He had Babs on this, which was cool. He had a Nejma Nefertiti fucking feature on here, which I really rocked with that song. I think it was Robbed Over Fire. And but there was just a lot of shit on here that I just really fucked with. Like I was like, this is some good raps. You know what I'm saying? Even though the new age stuff wasn't fully hitting for me, it was some good stuff. But so this next one, oh man, I rocked with this next one way more than Trey did. So this next one was Sometimes I Might Be Introvert, Little Simz.
Yeah.
She can rap, and this is female.
Oh yeah, Simz been with it.
She's been nice, and this was her kind of. You could walk up.
That the soundbite threw me off. I wasn't expecting that one.
You're welcome, but this is to me, she's probably my favorite like of the UK lady rappers.
One of the few UK rappers I can tolerate at all.
Bruv.
Hey man, don't be disrespecting Stormzy and Skepta and all them. You can put them in there. Don't just be like Drake put me on these niggas. I can't.
Hey, listen, I know you're new here. I got
hates them. Hates that.
I can't, bro. Bruv rap does not do it for me.
One day you're gonna put on a Dave album and realize how dope it is. Dave is my favorite UK rapper, but
there's been a few that we've done that I've been like, okay, I fuck with this, but like. Most of the time, bro, I just can't. It's just all crumpets and biscuits and shit. I can't.
It is biscuits and crumpets. And Reckless asked, so Reckless, the qualification for a green or yellow, we changed it a few months ago, but anything from 5 to a 6.4 is a yellow. And then 6.5 is green and up. And anything below a 5 is a red. So that's how we do it now. But we had a few that slipped in between the works and shit like that. We're not perfect. But yeah, this project though, I fuck with this project. She did a lot of slower type songs on here that I really rocked with. And her raps are undeniable. She has dope content. She has dope flow, and she just be giving it to people. She very unapologetically raps about this shit that she believes in, and I'm a fan. Yeah, she be snapping. I fuck with this project, man. I think to me this project was like a solid 8, but a 7.5 I'm not mad at. But she's super consistent. She hasn't put out a project that I don't fuck with, so I'm clearly a fan. I don't know how else to put it. So this next project was Float by K Camp.
Oh. I have a love-hate relationship with this shit, but go ahead and introduce it.
I personally, this K Camp project, I personally fuck with this because to me, this is just a very smooth vibe. Like this is a good, easy listen. You know what I'm saying? Like this is an easy listen. I think he got a dope voice, and I just fuck with the pacing and of the production and shit like that. Like this was a good time for me.
My drawbacks on it were really that, like I said, like a little less singing, a little bit more rap. I've always been a K Camp fan. Slow music, that's just the wave. Like I've just never not liked him. But it's just for this project because I remember he said on No Jumper, he produced this whole project. Mm. So I can understand why he was, he said he wanted to do the singing thing a little bit more and everything.
About your own production, then I get it. Sometimes your own production makes you feel a certain way, and you don't want to that. So I get it. I didn't mind it. I definitely do. I definitely would have liked more raps, but I wasn't mad at the singing and shit like that. You right? It's all right. You just meh it.
Yeah. I wouldn't tell somebody to turn it off, but I don't think I would be like, hey, yo, put this one on.
Okay, that's fair. I'm mad at that. Sometimes it'd be like that. Sometimes, So I'm
not much of a singing guy in the first place.
Okay, can't fuck with me if you need vocals. I can sing, bro. It's all right.
Hey, you said you can't sing.
I can sing, nigga.
What happened?
I'm saying he's saying Camp can't sing.
Yo, facts. So this next one was this that YouTube famous motherfucker. This was All Over the Place by KSI.
This shit was fun.
I didn't like this one.
I don't understand how this got a green check.
I mean, I guess Trey was just Trey reviewed this, and I was a little shocked.
That's why. No disrespect to Trey. We love you, bro. We love you.
Yeah, this one was a little,
bro.
Huh?
I bet he's a fan. He probably watched his YouTube videos and shit.
I do too, but I don't like his music.
Nah, bro.
Yo, that's fair. No, yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really feeling this one. I was like, I don't know, man. It just sounds to me. I have like a very keen ear. Like when I hear certain things, it just sounds like amateur rap, and this just sounds like amateur rap with money. You know what I'm saying? And that's what these YouTube dudes do.
This ain't like it's his fucking debut album.
I know he's put out a lot, but it just still has that feel of like the amateur rap. You know what I'm saying? Especially you're gonna get Future and 21 Savage on a song and like Polo G and shit like that. And then
it's because he half-asses shit because he's already famous.
Yeah. And it's just like, this is for like the stupid ass kids who are already fans of his YouTube. So it's like,
that's technically the other reason why it's so hard for UK artists and for Wacko to even know what any other UK artists because of shit like that.
Call me Wacko?
I said Wacko.
Yeah, Wacko. That's who you are now, sir. Wacko. Oh. So,
or is it Wacko? I never know. I've never known how to.
Wacko.
Oh, Wacko. All right. I suck with days. Y'all can get on. I'm a trip.
Oh man. So, that's great. So fucking.
But no, all seriousness, it'd be that type of shit that make you not really like take the region where that music is from very seriously.
Yeah.
No, I'm familiar with KSI. I've been familiar with KSI. I think he's a clown. So I don't like music, but I don't not like his music because I think he's a clown. I don't like his music because I don't think he cares about it. I think he does it for the merch sales and shit like that.
Look
don't know who dude is though.
Reckless doesn't know who he is. That's crazy. They don't know who KSI is. Reckless. He's the first dude. He technically is responsible for the YouTube boxing shit because he boxed Jake Paul. That was the first.
Yeah, he was the first person to box Jake Paul. The black dude with the dreads.
Yeah, they fought twice. So that's what started the whole. And then that's where the other Paul, the one that has been beating up the UFC guys, he fought on the undercard. He knocked out KSI's brother or whatever. Someone like I think it was his brother.
Yeah,
and
his little brother.
That started their whole thing. But this project was just like a lot of money. I mean, I feel like, you get Future, 21 Savage, Lil Durk, and then you got like the Youngblood, Polo G, which those songs are arguably the best, but not because of him. It's because they did what they had to do, and he probably gave them they probably got a good bag because 21 Savage. I was
about to say, they got a good check off him, so he signed off on that check, so he did something.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, this project, to me, it was trash. I don't know how it got a green stamp, but it is what it is.
Shit was cheeks.
Yeah, shit was cheeks. So this next project, I was a little afraid to listen to because I was a little worried, and I kind of liked it. This was Shooter Ready by Twista. I kind of fuck with this project. I like Twista. I like chopping. I like the way Twista does it. And Twista, out of all the other choppers, the way Twista does it to me is so seamless that I'm just impressed always.
Well, he's one of the OGs. You can never be mad at when the OGs do it.
Yeah, because for me, he's been doing it so long, I don't run out of words. So this project I like. I don't know if this probably would have got 6.5, probably would have edged the green, but I don't think it was like fantastic, but I don't think it was a lemon. Like I could listen,
damn sure ain't Overnight Celebrity.
For me, like, no, it's never gonna be that. For me, there was only like out of the 7 tracks, there was only 2 songs that I didn't care for, but every other song I thought was solid. Talk to me, Walt. Go talk to me, sir.
I'm tired of it, bro. It's old hat.
He hasn't
been
done
doing the same shit for years, bro.
It's dope. Nobody can do it like him. Why would
you like rapping? It's so tight. Yeah, you can rap fast. Great. Eminem can rap faster. Busta Rhymes.
Eminem's raps don't sound as smooth.
Whoa, hold on. Busta Rhymes cannot rap faster than Twista. I'll debate you.
Busta Rhymes is close, but he can't rap that faster than Twista.
He cannot rap faster than Twista.
But words per minute, Eminem holds the record.
That's because he's white and he called Guinness. Maybe. I'm not sure. You think this nigga Twista's trying to? I think Twista had the record for a minute.
I think he did, but maybe
he's never had the record. He was close to having it, but he had lost it to that one dude that they had on the TV show that they had put out.
Probably someone trash. I don't know.
He literally lost it the day after he broke it. So they didn't publish it.
Rebel XD, was that his name? What's good, backlog? What's good, Dennis? But fucking that's the guy in Guinness, Rebel XD. But I don't know, man. I like this project. I didn't think it was terrible, but I enjoyed it, man. I've been good, Dennis. I've been good, sir.
I've been kicking for it. Just tired of it.
Okay, that's fair. You can be tired for it.
I'm begging for it. You know what I mean? I'm just tired of it.
Okay, that's fair. I'm not mad at that, man. I'm not mad at it. But hey, I'm a little upset.
I mean, I rap fast as shit, so I can't complain. That's right in my field. That's right in my pocket.
I like a good chop every now and then, but I'm not a fan of like constant chopping. I like if someone
bro. Yeah.
I like if they could sprinkle it in there.
Yeah. And like the first track, he like assaults you with it because you got that dude rhyming hella slow all through the intro, and then he just out of nowhere like skip it, and I was like, all right, whoa.
I'm not mad at it, man. I was like, all right, that's fair. So the next project, this is a weird one. This just came up. We be grabbing all the new shit that shows up, and I'm surprised Dice took it. And he did, but this was the dawn of Chromatica. This was Lady Gaga. This is essentially a bunch of fucking like remixes and shit from Lady Gaga, and they're all like electronic and just very crazy. Just very.
She put out a project.
Yeah, she put.
I said I didn't even listen to it. I skipped right over this one.
Like a very just like remix heavy Gaga project. It was like 14 songs. It was like. Technically, it was like 5 songs, but there's different versions of it. There was like remixes.
Pop stars, stop doing remixes. Y'all not good at it. Let hip hop handle that.
No, but this was like fucking like electronica remixes and just like club remixes and shit like that. Like shit mixed by like I guess like DJs and shit like that. But it was crazy. And I was just like, this is cool if like I'm playing some video games or some shit. I wouldn't mind having this on. But like when you actually have to sit down and listen to this, I was like, it's a little. I don't want to focus on this. It's a little much.
This is an actual Lady Gaga release.
What is this Reckless is talking about? Lady Gaga has so much ass.
So much ass. Nigga, she just got some ass. She just got some meat down there, nigga. We got
so much.
Not so much.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit, sir.
She got some cheek.
Huh? A little yeekage, but that's
She
it.
got some cheek. Lady Gaga can get the business.
She got some applewood smoked bacon, but she ain't got the whole steak, nigga. So like,
Well, he's hard.
Nah, relax. But I mean,
Reckless down bad, bro.
fact. But this project was solid. Though. I wasn't mad at it. I thought it was solid. You know, I'm not getting too crazy. But so the next project, I fucking enjoyed the shit out of this fucking project. This was Holding My Composure project by Omar Raps. This motherfucker was rap. He was fucking rapping and it never changed. He was just having a good time. This is Reckless said, watch her performance at the VMAs a while back. Thank you, sir. Just to see her. But
nigga, we know what you talking
he
about.
got his stage his favorites. But yeah, like
He's
this
saved to his phone.
yeah, fact, screenshot it and shit. But this project I fucked with heavy, man. This was just back to back like gritty raps. It had like a gritty mix to it, but it was consistent. So I fucked with that. The features all fucking came with it, except for one feature was just okay. But outside of that, I love this. This shit had dope beats. They had a lot of dope, like recognized new ways of flipping samples that we've heard before, which I really fucked with. I like when people get creative like that. And the message, bro, he was just snapping, bro. He was snapping. And I was a fan. That fucking Bank of America, that BOA track, that shit was this close to a diamond for me because of how much I was enjoying it, because of the beat and the way he was rapping. And he was rapping over new age beats, but he never changed his old school flow, but it worked. You know, that's how he was sliding, bro. This shit was super fucking dope, man. I rocked with this. I rocked with this whole project. Like this shit made me like, all right. He did do some shit on the Instagram. So, you know, I wrote in a review like, yo, you know, I'm a fan now. So I opened up the floodgates. This nigga sent 10,000 songs in our DMs.
Oh my God.
Relax. Calm down. Chill out.
I ain't want people just get too big. Why can't niggas take a compliment? Do you want
never ended? It was like as soon as the review pro was like, thanks for the review, bro. Thanks for the review. Then it was just like one song. And I was like, okay, then another. And like, okay. And then it was SoundCloud, this. And I was like, oh man.
You're gonna have to pay for
oh my God. It got a little too crazy for me. But shout out to him for being dope as fuck. Just relax sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like just
take it easy.
You did good this game. Wait for next game. Don't be bugging coach all night. Be like, bro, I could be in the starting lineup, coach. You already know.
Take it easy. So take it easy.
We know.
The next one was this one was obviously I knew something was gonna drop because fucking due to his uncancellation, which might be redacted. This was Back on Baby Jesus shit again, EP by DaBaby. This was the Friday drop. He dropped a quick 6-piece, and you knew one was coming because he just got, you know, the LGBTQ clearance when they were like, nah, we taking Dave Chappelle, we giving him back. And he had to drop something. He had to drop something quick. And he did. And he dropped this little 6-piece. And I wasn't mad at this. I think this was solid. It wasn't like great, but I think it was clean. It was clean for a quick drop. Yeah.
I think his minimum is a mid. Like, you know, for his talent, for DaBaby. I don't care what anybody says about his flow. That nigga can rap. He's impeccable. Like that's
because it's like that flow is not easy.
It's not.
No. And he be having some
I can't even
too.
do some of the shit he do. And I'm damn good.
Yeah. What's crazy though is on this project, I mean, I'm not like a big DaBaby fan. I don't dive into his catalog, but I did notice on this, he was doing some hooks and some singing too, and it wasn't bad because he got a dope, deep voice, so it kind of worked. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't mad at that.
A little more talented than we've been led to believe. I think he just does what's easy.
Yeah, he does what he sounds good. But I mean, if you have something like that, if you have a crazy flow like that, that's his, and you can adjust it to different types of sound, then that's dope. That's his. And I fucked with it. And what's crazy is two people on this project that I did not expect to rock with did their thing. I think the Kodak Black song I fucked with, and we know I hate Kodak. And I think 21 Savage did and I think his feature game is usually trash. So I wasn't mad at this project, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, now that this is out, this nigga immediately took a week to get canceled again, or pretty much damn near getting canceled for that whole Danny Lay shit.
Throwing his baby mamas up.
Oh my goodness. He's chaotic. That's that toxic shit. And they're both, you know, everybody's trying to.
I'm about to say they both guilty.
They both guilty.
Bitch, if he talking like that every day, why are you still there? Second of all, my nigga, you posting her every day talk about serious child shit. Nigga, she get wife treatment. You fucked up. You broke cold.
Hey, but his argument is his wife, his baby mom's new. She knew.
Wait, he's still with the first baby mom. Oh, I was thinking that shit too. I'm like, wait, was he with the bitch that he shot that nigga with at Walmart?
Yeah. Yep. And it is what it is. I mean, that's how you would like. It's like
I ain't gonna go bitch, but you know what I mean. Like he's still that girl.
Bro, they both.
It's okay.
What happened, Walko? Yours cuts out. If you talk while we going, you got to give us a signal.
I said, you don't know her name individually, so it's okay.
What's crazy to me is, that fucking Danny Lay was like, she was moving up, she was doing her thing, the music was doing well, and she was also establishing herself as like an internet baddie. Everybody was like, oh, she's bad, Redbone this, Redbone that. And then she just turned herself into just another side chick baby mom.
They all do it.
Just like that. It's like Thanos snap. Just poof, she's gone. And it's crazy. And the fact that she got the fucking the assault charge, chaos. I
mean, that's what you get for talking shit. All right, people, before we move on to this next review, stop talking shit to the police. Because they job, they can still kick your ass. They can still do shit to.
It doesn't matter if you're famous. If you're famous, they want to kick your ass. If you're famous, but you're not rich famous, they want to kick your ass.
Yeah.
They want to make it.
It's crazy.
I'm glad I'm broke.
They want to make it.
It's chaos. But I mean, look at him. He's back and he's doing that. He's the reckless. Helping Travis Scott's helping DaBaby right now. I feel like this DaBaby stuff is helping Travis Scott because that motherfucker was in the deep with the news and all that shit, bro. People going crazy on him. Yeah. But that's the thing. People are shocked, but like he's always been a dickhead live.
Mm-hmm. He was encouraged.
He was yelling at the cameraman, and the cameraman was just doing his job. Like he's always been a fucking like a dickhead live. Like, what do you expect?
But he ain't tell none of y'all to put everybody else's life in danger. Y'all decided that y'all wanted to rush them damn gates.
But that's
hold on. Mm-hmm. That's debatable. He's had a track record.
But we are talking about this show. Fuck a track record. He has not gone that far to tell them to bust down the gates. He didn't do it at this show. He didn't do it at any other show.
He does do that.
No, he does. There is a track.
He does, but it's like.
But that's his track. You can't backtrack on that. Like if he does it, it's the standard. If you going to see fans every time I see fucking Childish Gambino, I know he gonna post some light skin smooth jazz dance shit. And if he don't do it, I'm gonna be upset because he's conditioned us to want that.
Yeah,
you know, it's like going to see the Roots, and Black Thought doesn't freestyle for you.
Oh yeah, we'll be like, bro, what happened?
Yeah. So it's like he kind of had that. I'm not saying it's his fault. The shit, you know, these because I'm gonna blame these kids. These kids are stupid.
Yeah,
he's also a dickhead. Like he doesn't care about people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not his job, and he's never been one of those artists who fucking cares. You know what I'm saying?
Well, so that's why he's cool because remember, we always say that's the trend now, and people won't admit it. They'll just say, "Oh, that's just how I am."
Yeah, that's why people like him. That's why these kids.
No, you doing that because it's cool to be a dickhead now. Until somebody knock you in your shit, then you the motherfucker on World Star.
Yeah. But now that shit backfires because now this is the generation of picking and choosing. Like now these kids want him to be responsible because they want to be seen by him. So it's like, you know, you pick a different, you know, pick a side, pick a dickhead, you know, like it's choose which side you want to be on. It's like they're all
we grew up on Cam and all that. We know what dickheads look like.
But even then, Cam was a better showman than that.
Yeah.
Like if someone if someone passes out at a show, you stop it. You mention it, you acknowledge it. Like that's always been like show etiquette for people on stage. But people like him,
how the fuck I'm supposed to know somebody dying when I'm up there and there's 50,000 people
down? You know that people are yelling at you and telling you. You see the commotion, bro. There's no excuse for him because I grew up in the metal scene. I grew up in the hardcore scene. I've been to fucking full packed on fucking events, and if one person passed out, the front man will be like, "Hey, let's get that guy somewhere." You know what I'm saying? And you know how them shows go. Motherfuckers is kicking each other and punching each other and pushing each other. So if someone passes out and the front man notices that, you know what I'm saying? He could notice a bunch of junky ass kids jumping around and flopping around and shit like that. So it's like
big learning experience.
You know, it was never on his list. I'm not saying like the backlash that he got is like a fucking fair treatment. Because it's mainly on those, you know, the fucking crowd and the security and whatever, who the fuck let somebody in that's poking people with shit or whatever was happening. But it's like, he still has to have some sort of accountability. Like it's his show. It's like, it's his set. And he just approached it the wrong way. I mean, and now.
How about the fact that all those people got hurt and a bunch of kids died and they went to fucking Dave & Buster's afterwards?
That's fine. Cause they roll
out after they done. Yeah. That nigga's performing for like 3 hours. You're not staying there to talk to nobody.
Yeah.
I'm bored, nigga. I got shit to do.
You mean to tell me with that many people getting hurt and the ambulances and all the commotion?
Wait. Family at home.
You can't interrupt me because
I'm an artist on stage for 3 hours. I'm tired. I'm not. That's his mindset. I'm trying to tell you, it's different from just being a civilian. If you're the person that's entertaining the people, you know how much more energy you expending than everybody else that jumped over them damn gates.
Let me finish, bro, because if you talk, let me finish. You're being defensive because you're a performer,
right?
But you're not thinking. You're not thinking about it from a business standpoint. Motherfuckers died at your show. You mean to tell me that not one single manager, not one single stagehand, producer, nobody said shit to him, and they went to Dave & Buster's? Nobody went, hey, bro, this might be a bad look. They probably. Nobody, he didn't know.
But that's the thing.
That's the problem.
The thing is, we can't be mad at the Dave & Buster's thing because you don't know people are dead. Because it's not like the EMT are literally going, "Hey, warn the show that people are dead." They're pronouncing people are dead off site because you got to try to resuscitate. So,
but the chaos hit in social media instantly. You mean the chaos social media manager?
No, it didn't. We got the news. A day
days
later
after. We didn't know he went to Dave & Buster's until damn near days after.
Days later. It's not like we got the videos and the news reports while it was happening. We got it later. So he got it when we got it.
So if we didn't know he went to Dave & Buster's days later.
He knew it was chaos, but he didn't know people was dead. Chaos thing is one thing, but that's not his job.
Don't believe that they didn't know something. Like, I don't think they knew that people died necessarily.
No. That's not his job. People were falling and passing out. And what did you see in the videos? You saw a cop.
I'm not saying his job.
Lights and dancing.
I'm saying either he ignored somebody on his team or they weren't doing their job.
I don't think that's their job to do that. That's the venue's job.
All right.
It's the thing. When you do shows, shows and stuff like that, your team is only responsible for you, and that's it. Your team's not responsible for the crowd. That's the fucking whoever set it up.
Walko, we're not responsible for them. We only responsible for the people we came with. We're not responsible for the people that came by themselves.
But the thing is, you have to understand, his image is he's a dickhead. His image is he's a rock star. Rock stars come, they play, they leave. That's it.
If I was on one of y'all's fucking like teams and I would not let you do some shit like that. I'd be like, you're going to go back to your hotel.
What is there not to let him do?
Sit in private. In public.
It's not how it works.
No, we need Walko as manager. All of
I mean,
I'll keep the fuck out of trouble.
Because he on it. Like,
this nigga Walko is Ray Donovan. It's not how it works.
I'm disappointed in whoever.
If you're a manager to an artist that's literally $1 million artist around the world and people are dying at his show, your job should be to get him out because you don't want him dying.
But then you gotta do damage control for this kind of shit. Somebody was asleep. Somebody was asleep.
Electronics, but there's tap.
I'll admit that. And see, that's the thing. It's just like, yo, we just gotta chuck it up if somebody sleep. The Python.
There it is. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think it's like there's a difference between business and friends and like people's jobs. People have jobs, they're not your friend. Like you can employ your friends, but they have a job. And like that whole people dying, like that shit has to take time to come up the ladder. And him,
it's not even. It was a bad look. Like the way that you had people on stage with him telling him people were hurting the crowd and shit.
But he thinking they crazy people. That to him, you got to think from an artist standpoint. Like he's already a dickhead that wants to own the stage. If some nobody that doesn't have security written on their chest is yelling at you on stage, you don't have to listen to them.
And that's definitely not the first time somebody is probably screaming. Somebody's dying in the crowd at a show. Period.
Stage. Like it's not like he can hear them. You got fucking. And I'm not trying to defend him. I'm just saying.
Or even take it serious because sometimes people lie about that shit. Sometimes people just say that to get your attention. Or somebody might have just passed out and they're making assumptions. But I don't know that. I still got to get through sickle mode and Astro Thunder.
Because that's a festival. And at a festival, you get paid for a small time slot. You don't get an encore if you're not headlining. You get a small time slot. And that's it. That's your check. So it's like, I don't know, man. It's a lot of business. And it's, I mean, you can blame the industry now because of the way things are done, because it's so business oriented. You know,
the checks and balances are off. You know what I'm saying? The check bouncing.
I'm making an argument from a business standpoint, from a more corporate.
but see, that's what I'm saying. I'm telling you from a business perspective. That's not how
corporate. That's how. Work, motherfuckers is fucking up.
From a corporate perspective, whoever strays from exactly what they're supposed to do is going to take the hit. And that's it. Like whether you were doing the right thing or the wrong thing or worrying about something, like if you didn't do what you were supposed to do, you take the hit.
Oh no, bro. I feel like there was some image control going on that didn't do well.
I mean, he lost Fortnite money, which is crazy money. He lost that Saudi Arabia money, which is good money. But like, that's it. Other than that, he's good.
Yeah, but somebody like Travis Scott is not gonna he's not gonna be hurt necessarily, like sales wise, by this shit.
No,
how he handles the trolls and like all the canceling bullshit that comes after.
But it's done. It's done already. He lost Fortnite. They feel like they won. He lost that Saudi Arabia shit. They feel like they won. I guarantee
everybody's back on Dave Chappelle. Ain't nobody worried about Travis right now. Everybody back on Dave or DaBaby or shit. Like
he did that little bullshit apology. He's done.
That shit was weak.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Go out to all the families.
We working with.
Get your hand off your face.
Thank you.
But hey, man, that's how it is, man. That's just the fucking industry's trash right now. It's so robotic, but that's what it is.
If you need image consultations or like anti yes men advice, hit me up. If you need verses or hooks, hit these guys up.
Fact. So the next project, we moving on. Oh man, this next project. I know you fucked with this one heavy, Walko. I fucked with it. I know everyone fucked with it. This was autographed by Joell Ortiz. Boy.
The winner is
this project.
Best project this week.
Yaller.
Second best.
Well, who you think got better?
Silk Sonic, bro.
Oh well, yeah.
No, Sonic, that whole album
is hip hop project of the week.
Best hip hop album this week.
Best hip hop album of the week.
That's Silk Sonic shit. We'll get to it.
I had on my hoes. They will all be baby mamas right now to that project. That's
honestly, this 100%. Yo, fact. This Joell Ortiz. Joell Ortiz is super underrated. It's strange everyone you talk to about him knows he's dope, knows he can rap, but I feel like he's just not there.
It's that same narrative his whole career. Because when the last time I heard, the first time I actually heard somebody say that was my sister's father, and that was 2009. That niggas was saying exactly what you just said.
He's so dope, and it's just he's never there, and it's like I don't understand why. He arguably stood toe to toe with Fred the Godson on that album they put out together. Rest in peace, Fred the Godson, which is a hard thing to do.
That shit was gas.
This is a hard thing to do. Like, people did not like to rap with Fred because of that. And this dude did. He stood toe to toe with Slaughterhouse, like with Royce and Budden and Crooked. Like, those aren't regular rap, like those are elites,
high level.
And then he goes by himself and he fucking goes nuts, especially when he works for producers, bro. I love when he works on projects like that. Illmind project, still one of my favorites by him. But this one with Heatmakers, this project is gas. And I love this one the most because this is the fucking album that I've been asking of a lot of our favorite older rappers. This is him addressing age, addressing his old.
It's a very new age vintage type of album.
Yes, he is rapping. He's doing what he does, but he's also like, bro, I'm getting old. Shit is changing. My body's different. Shit is different, but he's rapping and it's real life shit. He's talking about like, yo, I'm not doing that gangster shit no more. I'm an OG. Like it's just fucking crazy, bro. And then you got Crooked's on here, dope feature, Sci-Hi's on here, Sheik's on here. Like this project fucking slapped front to back, bro. Front to back. All this needed for me was a diamond and it would have been a 10.
Absolutely.
I was missing.
He's fan. So in the essence of keeping it a buck in the not you man spirit, I do have a complaint.
Okay.
You know how big of a Joell Ortiz fan I am.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
He made too many TikTok bars.
He made it so many, but like that,
on every song.
Yeah, he did mention TikTok a lot, which is funny because like, how does he? You would never think he'd know about TikTok.
I was like, bro, come on. I did not expect those words.
I'm gonna be real. I feel like he had his own page of them. Like he happened to just write like 10, maybe like 50 whole bars of TikTok bars, and just like, I'm spreading throughout.
I got spread these out a little.
Yeah, which is crazy. Yo, you're 100% right. Every time I heard them, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, kicks out. Like,
yeah. But hey, he's keeping up. And my man is awake. He's keeping up with the times. And this project is dope, bro. And he didn't even need, like, come on, this project's 13 tracks, bro. They only had fucking 4 features on here. He carried this shit, bro. And he did it all, bro. The beats, everything was fucking dope. He killed it. You know what I want to see after hearing this? Because I love how much he sound on the Heatmakers. I want to see him and Jim Jones project. I think that would be some best contrast that we have ever heard on Heatmakers beats. Even if it's an EP. Yeah. Right? Just that contrast, boy.
I'm trying to hear it sound in my head.
This list is wrong. Best in Slaughterhouse, Roy stuff. No. We're not talking about on Slaughterhouse tracks. No.
Wait. Problem is that Joell Ortiz is at the bottom.
For me,
I don't agree.
Yeah, I don't agree with Joell being at the bottom.
Joell is on the bottom, but by via edge. But no. Third. Sorry. For me, Slaughterhouse is Crooked, Budden, Joell, then Royce, because Royce did not snap on a lot of that. He did his thing, but he was not the hungrier artist on all the Slaughterhouse tracks.
Book of Ryan was his real, just like.
Book of Ryan is a tier of rap that a lot of people cannot reach.
No, that should.
But that's where he evolved even from his God tier.
Yeah. But like Slaughterhouse Royce, I think was lazy. I'm going to keep it 1,000,000,000%. And not like lazy as in it was elite, but it was lazy against those dudes.
Yeah. I think he didn't think he had to go harder, and he should have.
Yeah. Because like listen to it. There is rarely a song where Crooked didn't absolutely eat Royce alive.
And Frank lived in a better attic than I did. What?
Yeah.
Crooked is ridiculous.
Yeah, but see, look, Reckless. See, this is what I'm talking about. Reckless. This is why Not Your Man's exists. You're saying Welcome to Hell. He can keep up with Eminem. That's a different project. That's
old. But and that's still before Book of Ryan. Book of Ryan is his best shit.
Just because he kept up with M doesn't make him the best in Slaughterhouse. In Slaughterhouse is Slaughterhouse versus Slaughterhouse on Slaughterhouse. We're not talking about side stuff. We keeping it to one project because that's what's fair. Yes, he kept up with M because he got to be in the studio with M. Of course, he's gonna fucking lose his mind because Eminem's one pushing him, but Eminem's a monster. And Welcome to Hell is fantastic. That shit is way beyond its years. But that don't make him better than the Slaughterhouse cats on the Slaughterhouse songs, on the Slaughterhouse tracks. He slacked.
Yep.
Straight.
He wasn't eating.
Yeah, he was not eating. Crooked was fucking eating. Crooked did not slack on a single song on every Slaughterhouse track.
I feel like it has to do with respect. I don't think Royce respects them as much as he respects somebody like Eminem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Understandable. And that's probably because remember how they were saying like it's really all them trying to get Joe on board.
Yeah. And the thing was, I think for me, Budden was like the second best in Slaughterhouse for me, but
he was like the fucking Lloyd Banks.
Yeah. They had to fight to get him on there, which is annoying because like Joe Budden, if his personality wasn't so garbage, like I would fuck with him so much more because he put out some great albums, bro. But he's just such a bird, bro. Such a bird about everything, and it's just like upsetting, bro.
Bro, he's a fucking.
He just does what we do.
Me, bro. And now I retired. Fuck off. But anyways, next project, Silk Sonic. An Evening with Silk Sonic. This Bruno Mars, Anderson .Paak's duo. This shit is fucking master. This is a masterpiece. This is music for anyone. This is
incredible.
Their videos for this
so good, dude.
Slap.
I damn near thought they was live,
bro. This is a project this project is generational, and I say that meaning any generation could listen to this and know this is good music.
Mm-hmm.
I could play this for someone's grandmama's grandmama, and they
like, what's this?
Shit. And then I could play for like, yo, I was bumping it. My little man was having a blast. He was like, oh shit. Everyone. Generational.
My daughter was loving it.
Yo.
Then my daughter too.
This shit is like there's this to me, this type of music is world peace. This is shit that everybody can agree on.
Yep.
Straight up. Like there's no way someone cannot
like if you don't like it, wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong. Period. This is where we take, music is subjective. No.
If you don't like this album, you're a cynical fuck that needs to go to therapy and needs to get some sunshine in their life.
you fucking. If you don't like this, you drink hot dog water through a straw. Like this shit is so fucking good. Like the soul funk pop.
Let me tell you something. This is one of those ones that like I was driving around my windows down, blasting this like 4 days straight, and I was getting wildest looks. I mean, old ladies out of their cars in parking lots at the gas station doing double takes at my car, like, and then they see me.
Yo, this shit.
And I'm having a great time. Like,
seriously, I was fucking. Slapping on my window, driving. This shit. Put on a smile. That song took me 3 listens to damn near memorize it, just to scream the hook in my car, bro. Fantastic. And then Bootsy Collins all over this. Oh yeah.
After Last Night though, is hands down to me the best track. Thundercat.
Yo,
damn, bro.
Dude, this project's a masterpiece. Like, I loved every second. Like, the second it started and hearing Bootsy Collins, the intro, I was like, I'm in for a good time. And it just never. And then they start with the single that they dropped. So you dive right into a song that's familiar. And then it's just like, oh, it gets better than this, bro. Insane. And then Paak getting his rap on and singing and having a good. Their duo, they're unstoppable as far as I'm concerned. They're a great duo.
one project though.
Huh?
Do you think they're going to drop another project?
I don't know.
This is
honestly this project. Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars doesn't drop a lot. Bruno doesn't drop a lot because he keeps his god tier status by doing that. But this project, we're going to be hearing pieces of this all over the place. This is going to be on commercials. This is going to be on like movie trailers. This is going to be everywhere for a while. There's going to be so many creations of this.
I don't think there'll be a sequel. I think this will be a one-off. They'll probably do a tour or something.
Yeah.
And then
yeah, for sure. Maybe they'll drop a single down the line, but that's it.
Maybe like a reunion tour or some shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think we'll see a part 2, but I loved it. I loved every second of this dope project. And then the last one we did, this was one. Oh, Diamond Media, man. Matt Diamond. Don't be sending me no late ass expedites, man. Cut it out. He sent me a late ass expedite. And you know how I usually drop. After 2:00 on a Friday, I'm done for the day. This dude sent me this at like 2:30. So I did this literally like in 30, 40 minutes. But anyways, this was Live Wires 2 by DJ Kut One. This was a good time. This is another one of those old school mixtapes. But this is one that has a nice mix of like a lot of upcoming, but like gritty underground, like Recognize Ali and Jamal Gasol, Rome Streets, Supreme Cerebral. But then you got old heads on there. You got like, Agala, you got like OC, you got Crooked Head on this. You got Sadat X, that song is Old Head Mania. But this is a dope project. I mean, I am upset with the Rusty Jukes track because I hold him to a different standard as far as MCs. I usually hold them pretty highly, and I feel like this was a weak song. But other than that, man, I fucked with this project. I think this project was super dope. A lot of raps. Just a dope mixtape, man. Shit that reminds you of like the menu screen in the old hoop games and shit like that, you know? Those old mixtapes that we used to love, and it would just have a picture of your favorite artist on it, and they probably wouldn't even be on it. They'd be like hosting it, and then it'd just be a bunch of dope underground artists. This is one. You remember those back in the day? It'd be like 50 Cent on the cover. It's like, oh, new 50, and it's like hosted by 50 Cent. And he just says like, bro. What happened, Walgo?
I was gonna say, I think Luda did that a couple times, didn't he?
Yeah, everybody used to do that shit. It used to piss me off because I used to not like we spent like $2-3 on these shit from like
that's Funk Flex shit back in the day. Yeah. Clue, Desert Storm, DJ Clue.
Like a verse from them. It's not even like their shit, but it'd be a bunch of dope upcoming artists, and this is what it's reminding me of. But this was solid though. I fucked with this heavy, even though it was a late ass expedite. But either way, that's all we got. We started the week. We're middle of the week. We're a little late and shit like that. But we got a lot of shit we dropped this week, some funny ass reviews and shit like that. So check that out. But either way, hit us with that like, subscribe, follow us on all things, show us some love. We're unshadow banned again. So hopefully you can see some story action if Walco's feeling froggy on the jump.
Hey, so we'll see.
Oh yeah. And hit us up, man. If y'all trying to get some, I want to do more of these Twitch things. So we might, I think our next, if we do it tomorrow, if we do a review, I want to maybe get a panel if anyone's available to do some single reviews. So send single reviews in, but also, just send singles regardless. So I can always have
some fire.
Nah, send that trash. I'm trying to cook.
Send some trash. Yeah, we try to cook.
He wants heat. I want to cook.
Fine.
I
want to cook.
Send us your friends' shitty raps so we can make fun of them.
Your neighbors' raps. Send us whoever. Anybody you see rap on Facebook. Just be like, I think this would be a good thing to send.
I click the on button. That shit is like I'm firing the laser. I heard word from the Thunder God. They need more flavors. Shout out Thunny Brown.
I got all the shit you sent, Reckless. Shout out to Reckless. He be sending us mad singles. But outside of that, man, that's all we got. And check us out. Anybody, if you want to get on the podcast and chop it up with us, let us know. Any artists you want to come talk to the group, that's always going to be a good time. I'm going to reach out to some artists hopefully this week. I say that every week, but hopefully this week I stay true to it. But that's all I got, man. I'm going to holla at y'all. Peace. That's the ending. I love this. That's how I live.